How's it going, Gumi Gang? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing awesome. And if you're a multiplayer kind of person, well, rejoice because today we're talking about multiplayer. This is the first video I've done on multiplayer in I don't know how long, but we're talking about, of course, the new Reclaimer 18, which is, of course, known as the Spaz 12 for most of us. So we're going to be talking about the Spaz 12, and in particular, we're going to be talking about why it's so good, but also so terrible. We're going to talk about 3 reasons in particular why this gun is just so awkward, why it behaves the way it does, kind of dissect what's going on. I'll share with you guys my best class setup that I found from multiplayer specifically, and then talk about maybe some ways that they could change this gun up, maybe give it a little bit of a buff. And so if you're looking forward to that, make sure to check out the timestamps below if you want to hop to a certain part of the video. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the reasons why this gun is so weird. So starting off with one of the big reasons why this gun is probably so inconsistent to you, the big thing is that this gun, if you've watched my Warzone video, you'll see this coming, of course, but this gun, if you are hip firing, literally does less damage than if you are aiming down sights. No, this is not just, oh, aim down sights tightens your pellets and you can land more pellets. No, it literally means your pellet, your one pellet, if you shoot just one pellet out of this gun, will deal less damage if you were hip firing than if you were aimed down sights. This is a new mechanic. It's not been seen in COD as far as I know in the last recent years, and none of the classic CODs had it as far as I know. So this is the first time we've seen something like this, and it's a really interesting concept that I'm glad that the devs are exploring, but that is one of the reasons why this gun is so finicky. Now, if you're just hip firing, let's say you just go up to someone, shoot from the hip, what can you expect from your one-shot kill range? Well, unfortunately, it's only out to about 2.5 meters. So yes, you're hearing that correctly. If you're out past 2.5 meters, you will not get a one-shot kill if you're hip firing this thing. It doesn't matter how tight your spread is, if you're hitting all headshots, it doesn't matter. It's just not gonna happen. But the moment you aim down sights and your reticle is starting to zoom in, that's when the damage applies and you can actually get the damage that you should when you're aiming down sights. So if you're wondering why sometimes it just feels like you're not getting the one-shot kill when you should and you're hip firing, that's probably it. This is a gun that is designed to be a accuracy, a pinpoint precision type of gun. And you can tell when you aim down sights, there's a very good pellet spread that's very tight, but that's the thing is you gotta be aiming down sights. So do not hip fire this gun unless you wanna commit to a 2-shot, which is totally fine because you can be more mobile and jump around and stuff. But if you want that one-shot kill, you have to aim down sights. Reason number 2 this gun is so inconsistent is because of the body multiplier. Specifically, stomach and hands deal less damage than chest and headshots with this gun, and they've balanced it in a way such that if you are past that 2.5 meters again, you're not getting a one-shot kill if you're hitting stomach shots and all your pellets hit the stomach. You're not getting a one-shot kill. It just does not do enough damage in any range to one-shot kill unless you hit the majority of your pellets at chest level. That is when you can get a consistent one-shot kill. Again, they're kind of playing into that whole like you have to be super accurate with this gun type of mentality, which I can really enjoy, and I do enjoy on this gun, but that is one of the reasons that this can be so inconsistent, because if you're just kind of scuffing the chest, you hit a lot of hands and you hit a lot of the stomach and the belly button region, it's just not going to one-shot kill no matter what. So that is another reason, combined with the fact that hipfire does less damage, that you pretty much always want to be aiming down sights, unless of course you kind of want to just commit to that 2-shot and expect it, in which case nothing really surprises you except maybe getting a 4-shot kill. But yeah, you can always jump around and hipfire and get 2 shots. I would say primarily though, just aim down sights as much as you can. And the third reason why this gun can be so inconsistent is because it's potentially actually bugged. There's no way this is actually intentional, but I was looking at sim.gg, of course, shout out to them as always, great website and great tool, but there is a particular damage range where the damage drops. All of a sudden it just drops and you can't one-shot kill in that range, but if you step outside of that range and go further past it, you can one-shot kill again. So if you look at what's going on from 6.1 meters to 7.6, your damage drops and you deal 116 damage in total if you were aiming down sights at chest level, which means if you're in this range, no matter where you hit, no matter if it's a headshot or what, if you're fully aiming down sights, you cannot get a one-shot kill with this thing. It's super weird. And the moment you step outside of that 7.6, bam, your damage just goes way back up and you can one-shot kill. I tested this in-game. This is accurate. I thought it was crazy. I thought the website may be messed up, but no, this is 100% accurate. So if you're in this range, that certain weird, bad, sweet spot of 6.1 to 7.6 meters, Well, good luck. It's just not going to one-shot kill. Again, this has to be unintentional. There's no way this is intentional. This seems like a bug. Super, super weird. So hopefully that gets addressed soon and fixed. Just know that this thing is not going to be one-shotting past that. Now, I'm scared that if they fix this, it's because maybe they had the last 2 damage ranges reversed, and so it's actually going to reduce that one-shot kill range to this range instead. I really hope that's not the case, but you never know. I just want to let you guys know that this thing is probably bugged. So if you're in that sweet spot, or I guess not really a sweet spot, maybe a sour spot is what you want to call it, you're just not going to get a one-shot kill. So keep that in mind. So those are the basic reasons why I think this gun is so inconsistent. Now, in terms of what class I've been using to have really good results, I've actually been using a suppressed aim down sights focus build. Now, a lot of people are using the Bryson choke, which is totally usable, totally good, and that's what I was using initially too. But I found that since it's still kind of inconsistent, having myself not appear on the radar when I do scuff a shot actually feels super nice to have. And this thing was still getting some ridiculous one-shot kills out to like 15 meters. It's very, very good. By the way, if you didn't know, the one-shot kill potential for this gun is out to about 16.5 meters, which is the best in class by far. It's of course just only going to happen if you're fully aiming down sights and you hit the chest and up. So this is the class I've been rocking. Very, very fun. I'm not going to lie, I've had a ton of fun with this class. It's super good. And even when you're just hip firing, as long as you commit to a 2-shot and you're jumping around, it's not awful. You're just going to kind of expect it. But yes, this thing is still inconsistent. This is the class I've had the best results with, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one in particular, because I do think suppressors are a bit underrated on shotguns, and with this one in particular, we're using that heavy barrel to offset the little bit of the damage range reduction we do get from that suppressor, so give it a try and let me know what you think. Overall, like I said, I've been having a blast with this shotgun, and I still think it's pretty good, but it is very inconsistent, and honestly, I could see this using a little bit of an adjustment and a buff, basically. Now, I'm not saying to go crazy and just make it one shot wherever, but I do think that maybe having it to where the chest and the stomach deal the same damage, and you just have to be fully aiming down sights to get the one-shot kill, that seems fair to me. I don't think it needs to be just chest level. I think that might help a lot of people to where they can actually get the consistent one-shots, or make it to where it's only getting one-shot stomach shots out to that one damage range of 6.1 meters. Maybe just make it to that. So then out past that, you still have to be very accurate. I can totally get on board with that. And like I said, with the mechanic of this dealing less damage when you're hip firing, I'm totally on board for that. I really like that mechanic, and I want to see it implemented on different shotguns and not just this one. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. And now I want to know, as always, in the comments below, what do you think of this shotgun in multiplayer? Are you guys happy with it? Do you think it needs a little bit of a buff? Do you have a different class that you want to try sharing for other people to try out that you've had good success with? And with all that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.